So today we got a question from Alain. Maybe it's Alan, but it looks like Alain. And he says that recently he is coming off of a tough loss at a local tournament where he lost his first match and got eliminated. He says, obviously I should and will compete again, but my question for you is, should I wait for the next local tournament or spend more money to travel and go to a tournament, that maybe is a few hours away? He says he's thinking about this, but he's worried that, he feels like he should win locally first before spending the money to go compete somewhere else where he has to pay for travel and sleep, and he doesn't want to waste the money just to get eliminated in the first match. He's wondering what I think. All right, Alain, I think it's Alain. Hope I'm saying your name correctly. Thank you for the question, brother. And, I thought about this. Let me ask you a question first. Let's say that you were just going to go to training. We're not even going to worry about a competition first. We're going to go just to training. So let's say that you went into the gym one day and you took the time to put your clothes on and drive and drive your car, pay a bus ticket, whatever you're doing to get to the gym. You get to the gym, you go in and you just get obliterated and you get smashed. You don't win any of the matches. I guess you wouldn't consider it winning. You don't get any submissions. You are the nail that day, right? There's a hammer and then here's the nail. You're the nail that day. And you leave. Would that be a wasted day? Would the time that you took to go to the gym be wasted? Would the money that you spent in gas and everything else, would that be wasted? I think that if you're thinking about it, probably not, right? It's not a waste of time that you went and didn't have the result that you wanted. It's just a part of the process. This is the thing with tournaments that people get kind of hung up on. They'll think that if they go to a tournament and they don't have a win that they wanted or the result that they wanted, that it was a waste. That the money that was spent on the competition was a waste. That the money they spent for travel was a waste. It's not a waste. Because again, a lot of times what ends up happening is when you go out there and compete and you lose, you get some lessons there. Just like you go into your gym, right? If you go into your gym and you lose and you get caught in a submission or something like that, you learn from that and then it makes you take notice because losing's not fun. Again, it's not such a bad thing. It's just part of the process, but we all want to be successful with what we're doing. And so when you have failure, it is what it is. You're like, okay, doesn't feel good. I'm going to take notice. I'm going to make adjustments. It's a good thing because it's that sort of failure that leads on to other stuff. I can tell you right now from personal experience, I've gone into several tournaments where I got smoked the first round. Went home, I was frustrated, I was pissed off at myself, I didn't like it. Again, I didn't like losing. I don't like losing. And I hope I don't give you guys this impression. When I go compete, if I lose, I'm frustrated. I'm not happy about it. It's not like I go, oh gosh, you win some, you lose some. I mean, I'm frustrated by it too, but I just understand it's part of the process. So I go back to the gym and I figure out what I did wrong and fix it. But a lot of times after getting smoked in those tournaments where I go home and I'm pissed off at myself, I go home and I'm ready to fix something. I'm ready to get to work and fix the things that were messed up and then go back. And a lot of times it's like I'll lose a tournament or I have lost a tournament and I'll immediately come back and just win this next tournament because I was so much more hungry and I made a lot of corrections to my game. So it's a good thing. So I don't think that the tournament that you went to where you spent the money, no matter what it is, it's not a waste of time. It's not a waste of money. That's a bad mindset. Because at what point is it a successful tournament? At what point is it not a waste? Is it one win? Is it two wins? Is it a gold medal, silver medal? At what point is the line there? At what point is it not a waste? And what point is it a waste? You see what I mean? Every experience that you have in jiu-jitsu, regardless of whether or not it meets your expectation or not, is not a waste. It's there for a reason. You'll learn from it. Now, as far as going to compete in other areas, okay, don't overthink it. If there's a tournament a couple hours away, go compete. Who cares? If you're going to the Worlds or the Pans or something, those are like big international level tournaments where everybody flocks to it. But if you're talking about going, to like another city and competing, that's just another local tournament somewhere else. Just like your local tournament is your local tournament, but maybe someone drove a couple hours to go there. That's not a local tournament for them. But, it's the same thing. Well, if you drive a couple hours or a few hours or whatever it might be to another tournament, that's just a local tournament somewhere else. It's no big deal. Don't overthink it. I took a bunch of my brand new, like super green white belts up to Indianapolis the other day, 2 hours away. They got some great competition. They were able to experience competition, and they learned a lot from it. So it was good. So that's my answer to you, brother. Don't overthink it. The experiences that you have, whether they meet your expectations or not, are not losses, or not waste of time, rather. They are losses, right? If you lose from it, think about what you did, fix it. It's a lesson there. There's some feedback for your game. And as far as going to compete a couple hours away, go do it. If you see a tournament and you want to get some more competition experience, go do it. Who cares? If you, for instance, have to wait 6 months or a year or whatever it is for the next local tournament, but there's 1 3 hours away like next month or 2 months, go do it. Just get another competition. It's not going to be that big of a deal. And even if you go compete at this tournament that's a little bit further away and you lose, it's not a waste of time. You'll learn from it, and eventually you'll start developing the abilities necessary to be successful in competition. So, Alain, thank you so much for the question, brother. Talk to you guys next time.